Now, everybody wants premium quality for not so premium price. And when I picked up this car, the interior was lacking a major amount. So in today's video, we're going to do exactly that and transform the boring interior of this car into something superior and something that feels like luxury, all whilst keeping this under £100. By using some fabric and some cheap vinyl wrap, I'm going to take this car from looking boring and old into something new and premium.
So first things first, we're going to go ahead and get this side panel for the dashboard off. I'm just using a screwdriver to pry this off, and then we can get to the bolts that are underneath it.
So we managed to get this bit off. As you can see, we've got all the connectors for them with their plugs. We've got the OBD port, and this wire is just something that I had to route in to get my stereo to work. There was just an 8mm in there, down the back there, and one under over there. As always, put your bolts back where you found them, so you've got more chance of finding where they go when you come to putting everything back in. I don't think I'm going to take this bit out because I've got cables all connected to it, etc, for the lighting, and the OBD port is still in, but I'm not majorly fussed about this bit being wrapped. Let's get on with removing the glove box.
Now we can move on to getting the glove box out. There's 7 8mm screws which we need to take out. There's 2 or 3 down the bottom, which I'm just undoing now. And then there's 3 up the top of the glove box. And there is indeed one inside the glove box, which I couldn't find to save the life of me, and it took me ages to get this one out, purely because the ratchet I was using, you've probably got about 3-4 teeth of movement. But nevertheless, we got there in the end, and we managed to get the glove box out.
Glove box is now out. There was one bolt, it was this one. It was actually, you had to get it from inside the glove box, and it was an absolute nightmare, but I managed to use that extension and get it off. But they're all 8mm. You got one in there, one down there, one down there, one up here, 3 up the top. But yeah, good progress.
So now we can go ahead and start getting all the center console pieces out. First is the aftermarket radio, and yes, I did stare at this thing like I was stupid for a good 30 seconds trying to figure out how on earth I get this off. But nevertheless, we got it out, and then we can go ahead and start getting all the other pieces from the center console out so that it reveals the other 8mm bolts to the dashboard. Now, this is the first time I've completely taken all of this out, and I did go in blind. It was expected. There was going to be some moments where I had brain farts and stared at bolts for a good portion of about 30 seconds.
Piece.
Now we've got all the center console pieces out, we can start going ahead and removing all the bolts needed to get the dashboard out. So there's 2 on the far left hand side, and there was also 2 on the far right hand side, which I'm just undoing now.
So to remove the instrument cluster, you have to pull this bit forwards, and then there's an 8mm. There should be 2, but this has obviously been out before, in that gap. One instrument cluster out. So now we've got 2 bolts in here. So I'm going to take out, these are T25s.
So to get these middle triangle pieces out, there's actually a 6mm Allen key right up and underneath. If you look from underneath, then you can see it, and you can get an Allen key up and under there. They're not very tight, they're just a bit of a pain to actually get the hex key in. The other screw holding it in is right at the back, and for that you do need to take all the center console pieces out. But as soon as that's out, you can see it. As long as you've got a long T25, you can get to it and get them out perfectly fine.
Got this one disconnected from that module. We've got this airbag cable disconnected. I just have to figure out how they are 10 mils. Right, there we go. One airbag. So, the only side being held on is this side. And I have a feeling that these brackets, that's all that's holding it. So if I take these off, we should be alright. So, as you can see, that's the left one, that's the right one. Put the bolts back in, of course. And hopefully, yeah, that moves a lot more freely now. Oh, that sounded good and bad at the same time.
So now it finally brings me great pleasure to be at the last stage and take the dashboard out. As you will see, there was a lot of wiggling, a lot of struggling, but in the end we managed to get it out. Also guys, if you are enjoying the content, please don't forget to click that subscribe button, it means a lot.
Okay, so dashboard is out. The only thing that was left connected was this. So that sits on there, and that was in there like that. But the connector is this tiny little brown one. But that is everything disconnected from the dashboard. And here is the dashboard, finally out. So, now we just got to wait for the wrap to arrive. But the car looks absolutely insane. I've never seen my car like this. But nevertheless, I mean, was I stupid for doing this? Along with doing the repainting the bumper and doing the clutch, injectors, high pressure fuel pump internals, etc, etc. If you've seen all my previous videos, you know what's going on. Was I stupid to do this? I don't know. So, dashboard is out, as you can see. It's now the next week, and unfortunately in this video I was going to wrap the dashboard in Alcantara. However, the person who sent me the Alcantara, I'm not going to name and shame, but it basically turned up as velvet and not like the Alcantara that I had before. So we're currently waiting for another roll of Alcantara on order, and once that arrives we can then go ahead and do a part 2 of me actually wrapping the dashboard in Alcantara and finalising the job. As always, if you have enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. But I think that brings us to the end of this job. I mean, the job was a lot easier than I actually originally thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be really hard. It took me about 2 hours, which is expected. I mean, obviously the dashboard isn't back in yet, but that is one of the pros of doing YouTube. As well as enjoying it, you can see where everything goes. You can see where you took bolts out of. Plus, when you start putting bolts back where they belong, like there and there and there and there, they're all the dashboard bolts. They're for the main ones that go there, so on and so on. But yeah, job well done guys. But from me for now, until next Sunday at 6 PM, I'm clocking out and I'll see you next week.